Recently, I was speaking to a school, and I talked about the differences between the forms of government: city, county, state, federal. Traditionally, is this a county issue or a city issue? Traditionally. Who's responsible for homelessness? Is it usually the county or is it usually the city? I'm asking traditionally.
I'm not sure I understand what the question of traditional.
Whose responsibility to homelessness, to fund homelessness, traditionally, is it the county or cities that have been responsible for getting homeless off the street?
I'm not aware of the funding sources for that.
Okay, well, okay, from today,
It's the county.
Yeah.
it's the county. It is the county.
Yes.
Thank you. Traditionally, as of today, how much has Huntington Beach spent on homelessness? Anybody want to take a crack? Do you have a ballpark? Anybody have a ballpark number? City manager, do you have a ballpark number? Would it be fair to say in the millions?
Sure.
Would it be fair to say in the millions? Over 20, 30? More? Okay, around 20. How many people have we got off the street so far with the $20 million? 162 people? Is that about right?
162 housed.
162 housed. So we have a city that's a county responsibility, have now spent a little over $20 million to get 162 people off the street. Is that about right?
I
Okay.
think that we need to look at the data and actually provide the correct
I'm
calculation. I'm
just-
serious.
I want to know kind of where we are. And when we talk about success, we also have to talk about the hardworking taxpayers of Huntington Beach that spend the money on these programs. And if we're going to spend $20 million, I would venture to say if we give a private charity, $5 million, they can actually probably do a better job because they're more efficient. But getting back to goals of enforcement, I think enforcement's imperative. You know, Councilwoman, you had a long time, but you mentioned cost. You know, what's the cost of housing? What's the cost of housing a homeless person? What's the cost of the business that has a homeless person in front of that business day in and day out, where the consumer doesn't go into that business? That's the, we have to look at the whole picture here. And I do think that this council it's traditionally miles apart about what we think is success. So I'm actually looking forward to our retreat where all 7 of us can get together and start talking, because where we are today, I just don't see anywhere near an action item being moved forward unless I'm wrong. Yeah. So that's all I have to say on this matter, Councilman.